Hello, nursery. How are you today? Have you figured out what our number of the week is? Look what I've discovered. Our number of the week is in this story. Listen and see if you can spot it. The title of this book is Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. Can you count Pete's buttons? Don't forget the one that looks like it's springing off. This was written by Eric Litwin and illustrated by James Dean. Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, so many buttons. I can spot 3 yellow ones. How many blue ones can you spot? How about the green? Pete the Cat put on his favourite shirt with 4 big, colourful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Are you counting them? I'm going to try that too. 1, 2, 3. 3! 1 blue one, 1 green one, and 1 red one. Altogether there are 3 buttons. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He just kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no. Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Are you counting them? Ooh. 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Ooh, an ice cream van. Ah, I can spot the amount 2 on the ice cream van and on Pete's ice cream cone. Pop! Oh no! What's happened, little owls? Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? I'm going to count them again. 1. 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 0. I wonder if 0 is the superhero in this story. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt. And what do you think he saw? His belly button. And he kept on singing his song. It's all good. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness no. We keep on singing. Buttons come and buttons go. How many buttons popped off? The end.